right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 25th of January, and we've had an incredible month here, let me tell you. Some once in a lifetime tastings. Our best of party, 120 people here out in the courtyard, 120 wines. What a great time. And man, I am just salivating thinking about next week. One of my favorite grape varietals, Pinot Noir on Tuesday night at the Edge. And then we got our good friend Giorgio Rivetti in La Spinetta and his buddy Mal from Malvira on Wednesday night here at the store. Thursday night, Clos de Tart, one of the greatest Grand Cru monopoles in Burgundy. And Friday night, vintage Barolo. This job just keeps getting better. And, well, those of you that have been watching the show know that Barolo is one of my favorite things in the world. And the Nebbiolo varietal for me, well, somewhat similar to Pinot Noir in that it has this lovely spice and perfume, but it also has the tannic backbone and structure of Cabernet Sauvignon and Bordeaux. So you can keep Nebbiolo-based wines from the Piedmont, the top-level wines I'm talking about, Barolo and Barbaresco, of course, for many years, 40, 50 years or more, and the wine still surprisingly fresh and wonderful to drink. And we have got some legendary vintages and some legendary producers on the table this evening for this event. Like I said, this job just keeps getting better. 1964 vintage Giacomo Conterno. We had the 64 Gaia Barbaresco in November at our Gaia and Truffle Dinner. It was the wine of the night. 64 is a legendary old vintage in the Piedmont. Very hard to find these old wines, especially old wines in great condition, but do not fear. All these wines are coming from one cellar. Yes, Dr. Bob Malner is providing all these old Barolos. And let me tell you, he is the luckiest wine collector I've ever met. I can count on one hand the amount of bad bottles we've gotten. One. And our tastings we've been doing for 15 years, so I'm confident, 7 out of the 8 bottles should be in perfect condition, if not all 8. The 71 Giacomo Conterno, also another legendary vintage from the same producer in the first flight. And then we've got some 78s, the Ceretto Barolo Zonchera Brunate, and the Bruno Giacosa Rionda Colline Red Label. That's right, 78 Giacosa Red Label. The last time we did a vintage Barolo tasting, well, I think it was about 10 years ago we showed this wine. It was the wine of the night, and usually the Giacosa Reservists steal the show. But hey, we've got a lot of contenders this evening. We've got Giuseppe Mascarello's Barolo Monprivato, 82, another killer vintage, and the 82 Rocca di Manzone Vigna Raoul, which that may be the lesser of the wines on the table tonight, but that's why we open them up. You never know. The Giacomo Conterno 90 is next, the Cascina Franca. And by the way, these wines are just dummies. I mean, they're the same wines, but obviously if you look closely at the vintages, these are not the old bottles. We don't have them yet. But the 1990 Aldo Conterno Gran Busia to finish things off. And you know we're going to be putting out some food. You know, I don't plug these events as dinner, but my wife makes some incredible risotto. We'll have some black truffle risotto. And then one of my favorite things on earth, Barolo braised short ribs with a little chocolate mole sauce. Absolutely outstanding with Barolos. So check it out. Everything we're going to be drinking a week from tonight here at the Wine Watch, our vintage Barolo tasting. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.